Fashionable Figures. I am reviewing my custom-made Pidgin doll, and this is a 100% handmade doll in America from Pidgindoll.com, and it is made by a very nice and talented artist named Joshua David McKinney. Highly recommend you follow his page and follow him on Facebook, both under Pidgindoll.com and his personal Facebook account. He's got some neat stuff there. You can see a lot of behind the scenes stuff. I've had her for about a month now. I got her on September 20th, and so I've had about a month to get used to her and decide what I can and can't do with her. She came with this denim jacket and her jeans. The shirt is a custom-made item that I picked up from an Etsy seller that I highly recommend you check out if you like this, because she can make just about anything you want on a doll-sized t-shirt, from sarcasm is my superpower, which is mine, to just about anything you want. And she is out of France, so shipping does take a little bit of time, but it's well worth the wait. I'll give you a little background on how I ordered her. Pretty straightforward. I went to Pidgindoll.com. There is a contact link that you click on, you send an email, and within minutes you get pretty much a custom form that you fill out. Lets you know how much the doll's going to cost. You customize things like her hair, her lips, cheek color, eyebrows, eyebrow shape, eye makeup, fingernails, toenail polish, you name it. You can have her look any way you want. I wanted her to look pretty minimal as far as makeup goes, and I wanted her to have this long, gorgeous, flowing hair, and I wanted a custom outfit instead of the one that would normally come with her, which is a white dress, tights, and like a black t-shirt, kind of cool looking. But I actually wanted this denim jacket outfit and this cool little dress here. So I put that in my custom notes, and he hooked up with a seamstress who was able to actually make the dress, which comes with a nice little petticoat in the style that I wanted. I wanted kind of a Grace Kelly in To Catch a Thief in her picnic outfit. Those of you who like classic movies, especially Cary Grant, will know what I'm talking about. And then I wanted something more modern. For the denim jacket and jeans, he didn't have somebody make that because it just was out of their wheelhouse, out of their comfort zone. But what he did was was my personal shopper. He found the right fit and style for her, ordered it for me, and just added it to the bill. So it was very, very easy. So basically, once you put in your order, the rest is just waiting patiently. Along the way, he'll send you a little sketch based on your specifications for approval before he starts painting her. And then when she's ready to ship, he'll take some basically glamour shots of her and basically tease you and make you want to stalk your postal person, so that when they finally arrive with this nice big gorgeous box, you're very tempted to tackle them. I proudly admit I did not tackle my postal person. Didn't want the lawsuit, didn't want the paperwork, but she arrived, we opened her up, me and my best friend, and I've been happy with her ever since. So now we're going to do a pause, and I'm going to get ready for the nitty-gritty interview, where there is going to be gratuitous doll nudity. If you're not comfortable with that, you're going to have to turn away now, because the rest is going to be her just au naturel, and there's going to be lots and lots of doll nudity, including full frontal, so be warned. When she arrived, she was in her denim outfit with her wig on, but her head was not actually on her body when she showed up. That was a little unusual. I didn't expect that. But between myself and my best friend, we figured out we could take her wig off. And that took a little doing because it was glued on there and pretty secure. But we got that off, and then we were able to get her head cap off. It's held in with some magnets, and they're pretty strong magnets. So we're going to zoom in here so you can see what you got. A couple of these are rare earth magnets, so they hold it in place pretty secure. So you had to be brave and pull really hard to get it off. Now, once we got her head open, we'll turn her around here so you can see what we got going on inside the head cap here. just like a regular ball joint doll, you got an S-hook with elastic cord holding her all together. She is a strung ball joint doll. And what we had to do was basically just work with this S-hook and move it up and down until we could maneuver it, get the head on through the little slot, put it back in place. So that was what we did, and that was the first obstacle. And you put the head back on. There we go. Put the head back on, and she was ready to kind of dig into a little bit more. Now when she arrived, she is very, very floppy. And ball joint doll owners will know this term. She's kicky. Her joints are very loose and floppy. So once you get her into a pose, at the beginning she would just immediately kick and lose the pose with pretty much, you'd breathed on her and she'd lose the pose. Most people are going to buy this doll and want to just pose her on her stand, which is a very sturdy stand, custom made for this doll. Works great, very stable. And they're going to just leave her in whatever outfit she comes in and leave her to look at. She is perfect for that. She's a very heavy resin, so she does not stand up on her own. She's going to tip over if she's not supported. And let's see if we can get you to zoom in on the legs and the feet here. Very high arch. She is not going to stand on her own because of that high arch, because she's basically on her tippy toes all the time. So, what I did to make her work a little bit better for me was I did a couple of tricks that ball joint doll owners already know about. I used suede moleskin to put into her joints. And I'll show you what I found. I'm just going to cover up the logo because I don't know what brand you're going to be able to find, but Dr. Scholl's is a name brand you can look for in this, but anything that just has an adhesive moleskin padding is what you want. I'll just take one strip out here so you can see what it looks like out of the packaging. It just looks like this. It's a sticker basically. Nice and smooth, fuzzy side on one side, sticker on the other. And then I cut tiny, tiny little strips out. And what I did with those tiny little strips, I'll show you here with the neck first. See if you can actually see in here. This little spot here, front and back. I'm not sure if the camera's going to be able to pick that up very well, but I added some to her neck cap and joint right there. That immediately kept her from having these, horror film kind of maneuvers. Kind of stabilized her neck. I did the same thing. You might be able to see a little bit better on the torso here. I did strips all along the torso because she was flopping like crazy, basically breaking her spine every time she moved. That stabilized her torso, so she's more poseable. And then I also did that in, I don't think the camera's going to be able to pick it up on the elbow joints, but I did put it in her elbow joints, basically in the elbow cup. Did it also around the knee joint, knee cup, and also, most importantly, inside this thigh cup. Those are all the points where she was having problems with stability, and that extra little bit of friction made a huge, huge difference. So now, I still can't stand her up on her own. I still couldn't leave her sitting up like this on her own because she will fall backwards. You'll always want to pose her with something, either bracing her on the back or pose her on her stand. But she works a lot better now for what I want her for, because I'm going to be, let's face it, I'm going to be playing with her. I'm going to be redressing her a lot. I've got lots of outfits for her. You can see a whole box of stuff I've collected up over the 2 years basically that I've been saving up for her after I decided she was the one I really, really wanted. So there's that. Let's show you the inside of the head cap one more time. So I'm going to show you how her eyes are inset. most ball joint doll owners are going to be expecting eye putty. What he's used is hot glue, which works great. The hot glue means these eyes aren't going anywhere. They are not shifting. They are going to be there until you decide you want to dig them out and replace them. And good chance is you're not going to want to, because this is a custom doll that you decided you wanted, and you told him what eye color you wanted and everything. But it's good to know if you did really want to, start customizing her again on your own, maybe in a couple of years, you could. And if you did that, I would recommend Leaky World Eye Putty at that point. And folks who are familiar with ball joint dolls know about Leaky World Eye Putty. It's great stuff. And one other thing I did actually do, I added a couple of drops of super glue on each spot of the magnets, because they were a little bit loose. That happens, even with manufactured dolls. That extra bit of super glue just anchors them in there so they're not going to pop out and start flying around on you. And, I also added the moleskin to the top of her head all around. Not sure if the camera can focus in on any of that, but basically helps me keep track of which side is the side that needs to go on the top. I put a long strip here, short strip at the back, but most importantly I use that to make sure I can put her wig back on and not have it flop all over the place on me. Now the wig, I'm pretty sure, is 100% handmade. The wig is extremely soft, very easy to work with, fits her unique head shape perfectly, and I actually wouldn't be surprised to find out if it's, actual human hair. It is just, you gotta touch it to believe it. It is gorgeous, soft, and just absolute luxury, basically. So I'm going to put her kind of back to the side here, let her rest. Basically, every penny I spent on her is worth it. She's not going to be for everyone, both because of price and because she's got stability issues, because she's not your standard ball joint doll. She's heavy, she stands on her tippy toes, so she won't have to have a stand if you're going to pose her anywhere. But all that aside, she's my dream doll. She is exactly what I wanted her to look like. You get to work with the artist, in emails, one-on-one. He is a, very straightforward guy to work with, really nice, and he does great work. I mean, he does all this in his studio in Brooklyn, New York. Made in America. Some people really go for that. You can also make payments on her over 3 or 4 months, so that kind of helps ease the burden on the bill. Basic price, her body is probably about the same price as most standard ball joint dolls. Think higher end though, like Elf doll or Lutz doll. But from there, the wig is going to cost you extra. Custom outfits obviously are going to cost you extra. But yeah, everything is worth it. It's just, she is gorgeous. So that's my review. If you got questions, leave them in the comments. I'll also post up a little bit more thorough review in writing, to go along with my ramblings. So there you go. Make sure you check out Fashionable Figures. That's the website where a review is going to be posted. You can also follow me on Facebook, check out my Etsy store, and even check me out on Instagram. I put some pictures up there once in a while, and I personally think they turn out pretty good. So there's that. Hope you enjoy it, and hopefully I didn't bore you too much. Thanks.